Hello, I am Pragati Tiwari from FYBAMMC. On behalf of Studio Samachar, I am here to interview Om Sir, who is our Chartered Accountant by profession and currently the Director of Oasis Infrastructure Private Limited. So, hello sir. My first question to you is that how did you get the idea to start with the mentoring sessions?
So honestly, I'll tell you, this was one opportunity that just came by my way, and what better than delivering education to someone who requires it. So that was just one thing, and my mom is one person who just really likes me to give session or give education or provide acknowledge someone with some kind of information. So that is something that just made me do these kind of sessions. So earlier it was just one session and second one, and then it just because of the kind of response that I got, it just kept on happening.
And what is your biggest motivation that keeps you on going?
Biggest motivation in terms of?
Motivation in terms of like mentoring students?
In terms of mentoring students, obviously, because one motivation is that my mom's happy about the thing that I'm doing. Second motivation is because of this kind of thing, people get back to me for whatever queries that they have and to seek more knowledge and to know about my experiences that I've had wherever I've taken a fall back or wherever I've taken a jump ahead. They want to know about it so that they don't make this kind of mistakes. So that motivates me, and I become more, I myself want to share those kind of things with people so that it helps them for their future endeavors.
And so, have you ever thought of any business that seems to be impossible, but you would like to give a try to that in future?
All businesses. In fact,
every business for you seems impossible?
Every business for everyone seems impossible at the beginning. I wouldn't say impossible, but a difficult task. Impossible. In fact, a business is never impossible because someone's already done it or someone will always do it. So it is always possible. But the only thing is how difficult you think at the beginning it is, and whether you want to take that plunge in the beginning or when do you want to exactly take that plunge. That is more important. So while starting this, the investment banking firm that we had, that was a startup a couple of years back. We done this thing. So when we did that, at that moment it seemed very difficult because we did not. I did not have that kind of experience in that field. I was working in my own family business, and I had an experience of a couple of years, 2 years, 2.5 years, which is a difficult thing to start a business in a totally different arena itself. But then I had to take that plunge. That's what I decided. At the most, what will I do with that? If it doesn't work, I'll take a fall. I'll fail in that particular activity. But at least if I try and learn till the time I fail, and that thing will particularly make me more, will help me to do some other business later on.
So what is a good startup advice for the youth?
Good startup advice, basically the only startup advice and the only thing that you should think at this moment is to get out of your comfort zone. That is the most important thing because we are guarded by so many things at this moment that we do not want to, because we are living in that kind of lifestyle in the metro cities and we are provided with that kind of education by our parents, and we are like, we have our future safeguarded, and unless the responsibilities don't fall, we do not want to go outside and explore ourselves. But that is wrong. What I would really advise to people, to youth of the generation, or in fact anyone at any age, would be just try whatever comes, look out for opportunities, okay, hold on to them, have patience, and give it your best whenever it comes across.
So how has your journey been from like being a student to a CA?
Being a CA, honestly, that
you
was.
had.
So it is. So I would say, a CA is always a student first of all, because a person who becomes a CA is always that kind. He has that kind of inner urge to always look out for more knowledge. And student is one such person who's always wanting knowledge. So one thing that I would say, that word of pass, just makes a CA. Basically, a person is always a student. So for me, that one word, being a student and then becoming a CA, was like, okay, whatever knowledge that I had put in, I have surpassed that thing in particular task. But there are more things that will come across in my life, which probably a CA should always work as a student, and look out for more perseverance in whatever he does, and look out for more changes. So from student to CA, I would particularly say it was just one feather in the cap, but I'm looking out for more feathers. So obviously.
So, what message do you like to give to the youth and our students?
Again, the coming back to the same point, just explore and just go out of your house, do certain things, look out for opportunities, grab for yourself. Don't sit back at home and don't sit with social media. Do social media, that's completely fine, but then only doing that and not looking or not meeting people. Go and try something that others fear doing. That is one thing that I would definitely say. And try and give your best possible shot wherever it is. Wherever you can do that. That is the only thing I would say.
Thank you so much,
Thank you
sir.
so
It was
much.
nice interviewing you.
Thank you so much.